Network here on YouTube. I'm Big Boss, and this is The Division. I was gonna run through and stream actually on Twitch. You can check me out here in a little bit after the video. Uh, Twitch.tv slash Big Boss. You can just check out my gamer tag and stop on through the stream, come say hello. But before I do start the stream, I saw on Twitter that the Division was getting a sequel. Got to get ready for that, right? But for all those laughing, let me just go ahead and say, what are you gonna do? They got their sequel. I had predicted that the game was going to get a sequel purely off of the merit of the story. Uh, but there were also other aspects I think that were, kind of, touch and go here and there with a lot of people. So my main things, which I got 5 written down, are the things that I feel like the division should try and either improve upon, put in, or just, you know, rework entirely. Uh, First things first would be customization. I would have liked to have thought, especially at, you know, uh, face value, with all the different, character models that you get. I think it's 5 or something like that. You would have a little bit more with the faces and with your overall frame. I mean, this is the city of New York. So with them, kind of going with that, uh, that vibe, I was thinking that they would have had a lot more people besides the few that you could select. So really, it would be just customization that would do it for me. Number one, and two would definitely be the map. I think that's everybody's big thing, is that the map could have been bigger. I mean, it is the entire island of New York. So I would have thought that it would have been a lot more for us to kind of go around and see. That being number one. And two, uh, let's go ahead and step upstairs. And three, I had written down was, ooh, if you don't get, there we go. Yeah, I have written down as the end game and how it should be, evolving around our, like around us, like these people in here, the player characters, like in these terminals and all that are dependent on me. Nobody else can see the stuff that's going on. When they come in, they're coming into their own. So like that, the game should be ever evolving like that. And I mean, because like having guys like Kekich and the premium dude and all the shit that you can buy, yeah. But like, I mean, this game has been out how long, and Fei Lao still hurt. Like there's a fully operational medical wing, and this bitch still ain't went in there and got patched up. Like, come on, like stuff like that. As because it's not like a bother, but it's just like little stuff like that. Like you would think, especially with as much attention to detail as I'm sure they tried to pay to all kinds of stuff. But oh yeah, you see the global events. That's another thing that they added that I was hoping would continue on, just get expanded on, was the global events. Again, like evolving in game. Global events, the supply drops in the dark zone, which actually brings me to number 4, which is the Dark Zone rework entirely. Like they need to break that shit down and then build it all the way back up, because it's still crazy out there. And I'm sure people on PC are probably catching the worst end of it. But I would still think that the Dark Zone is still cool, but it has many improvements that can be made. I'm sure everybody can agree on that. And really, the last, which probably should have been the first, honestly, is the story. I would like to see the story continue from 1. I don't want to see a reboot. I want to know where the fuck Aaron Keener went, because there's no way he's dead. I call bullshit on that. Who popped him? Unless he succumbs to the viruses that he stole. Like, because, I mean, if you remember at the end of the story, he killed the chemist who made all that shit, because he, I think, still had the samples. he had the original samples from when he first made the virus that took out all these people. So you would like to think if Keener may have been exposed to it, this motherfucker ain't Superman, so yeah, he's probably dead. But if that isn't the case, then where did he go? How did he get out? And where is he now? And how are we going to get to him? Too many things and not, too many things to ask, but no real answers there. And little stuff we can go into, like, the use of actual dogs. Like, you have all these, departments in these different wings, but none of them are of real use to you. Like, I can't take a dog out. Like, they have a kennel here, but I can't take any dogs.
All right, then. Back to
And
work.
just little stuff like but really it's just little stuff. But those 5 things: the customization of your character, the map in its entirety, the evolving end game, Dark Zone, and other game modes and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure like maybe there could be like a survival out there in the Dark Zone. That could be like your hardcore, I guess, and whatever, you could still go to survival as like a public. Just like regular TDM and like hardcore TDM, if you guys like know Call of Duty terms and stuff like that. It could probably be something like that. I'm sure they could divide the two. And then 5th would be the story. I just want to see it continued and be a little more expansive. It could have been longer, but with us taking out all the heads of each, faction at the point, somebody's going to have to usurp power. So there's going to be more Rikers, well, I wouldn't think more Rikers, because the jail is now, it should be abandoned. So there should be no more prisoners unless they've all been in hiding and there was somebody other than the Ray riling these dudes up. So okay, there's that. And then God, who is that? Colonel Bliss, I think, with the LMB. He's dead, so somebody would have had to take his place.
You made Rhodes a happy man. Wiretaps are his pride and joy.
I don't know if there was anybody directly in charge of the rioters, or if they just did their own thing. I don't exactly remember. I'm going through the story on another character to kind of get a assess with that. You guys can check out the stream on Twitch and find out how we get along there. But shit, who else? And we killed the head of the cleaners. So it's probably going to be new factions too, I would imagine, which would be dope. I'm curious as to see how that go. See if they add more incursions, stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. It was simply just announced, so I don't really have much to go off of. I was just, checking out the tweet and came up with those 5 things immediately. Like, oh, well, that's what I would like to see if I was going to be getting it. Which hey, I'll try to. It's plenty of games I'm looking to play down the road that are going to be coming out. So hopefully I can get them, and you guys will come hang out while we're playing them. So until then, Big Boss for the Outer Heaven Gaming Network here on YouTube, signing out. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be on Twitch, so you guys can come check me out. I'll be streaming this probably tonight just to do some global event grinding, and probably do some Warframe too, as I've been getting real into that. I should have never written that game off back, I think about two something years ago now. Yeah, because that shit's dupe. It's not Destiny, and Destiny ain't it. They're 2 different games. So I know a lot of people like to make that comparison, but they're 2 different games for me. And even though I don't have people, truthfully, to play as much Destiny as I once did, that I do to the amount of people that I have just always wanting to play Warframe now, there's nothing linking that. It's 2 completely separate because of the gap in time. Shit, a lot of the stuff that I'm coming into on Warframe is like a first. So, still just going through the emotions and enjoying every step. So, I'll see you guys there. Big Boss, once again, signing out. Later. Oops, press the wrong button. Alright, guys, take it easy.